So when we done the NFL rule video, I specifically said there was a video that was very like bait that everyone does, but I didn't want to do it because there's a European guy doing it.
Oh, is it this one?
Turns out he's not European, he's American. He just done a European accent right at the beginning, just as a joke, but I took it literally, and I thought, this guy's European, I don't want to hear it, and I just, like, I think I heard the first thing, and I just took it off straight away.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, at least you took that into consideration.
It was in the comment section, and then I listened more, and I was like, yeah, okay, he's American. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Because we refuse to be taught American sports by someone that is not American. It don't make sense. Yeah. It's like me teaching someone NFL.
That's like learning cod and chips, British cod and chips, by somebody that's not British.
It don't make sense.
You have to learn proper British cod and chips, okay?
That's it. You tell them.
Or the British beans on toast, okay?
You tell them facts. So, before we get into this video,
make sure you smash the subscribe and follow button and hype up this video.
Let's go.
Hello there, non-American. So you might have heard.
That's all I heard. And I was like, no.
Yes, was I?
I closed it. I closed it straight away. You know, that's literally, guys, that's literally all I heard. Listen to it again.
Hello there, non-American.
No, next video. Next. This guy ain't teaching me shit. But I was wrong, because apparently he's
You might have heard of this NFL thing over here in America. And by that, I mean, you probably turn on the Super Bowl every year and have no clue what's going on. And I mean, why should you? Why should you give a shit about a sport we call football, in which we, admittedly, barely ever put foot to ball? And I mean...
Hand egg!
You gotta
that
say,
makes sense.
It's not named well.
That's kind of mad when you deep it. It's called football.
But you don't pay with your feet.
I think only when they punt it and when they go for the shot goal is the only times they kick the ball.
And the ball is a different shape.
Guys, what else can we... What would you name American football if you change the word football, which makes sense to the sport?
Egg
Let
pass.
us know. What?
Egg pass.
Aren't you a little bit curious? Like, why the NFL is the most popular, the most watched sports league in America? Why does this stupidly named sport completely dwarf the NBA, baseball, hockey?
Damn, look at the numbers. NFL.
I think the real reason why the NFL has become so popular in America is because it almost is custom made for TV. In fact, this might be sacrilege to say, but I think if people, or sports fans, are really honest with themselves, 9 times out of 10, watching the game on TV, way better than being in the stands.
Oh, damn.
Like, yeah, you don't get the atmosphere and all this stuff. Down to a freaking T. They got all the angles, slow-mo, players mic'd up so you can hear what they say. And they catch everything. And simply, you get to see things and meet characters that you cannot see in any other sport.
Second down, 20, 5:03 to go. Someone has run on the field.
The streaker.
Some guy with a bra.
The guy with a bra on, what?
And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle of the 40. Arms in the air and a victory
Guy's wearing a
salute.
G-string or something.
He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20.
Fans look so traumatized. Look, same way you guys are enjoying the reaction, I'm enjoying the live reaction of Fats' face right now. It's great.
Down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1.
Damn.
And they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and
the
be a
commentator.
man.
Riddle me this. In what other multi-billion-dollar sports league in the world would you meet a guy like Michael Crabtree? Now, what you need to know about Michael Crabtree is he is the type of guy to wear a $10,000 chain in the middle of a professional game. And the man guarding him is Aqib Talib. And the important thing you need to know about Aqib Talib, that he is the type of guy to snatch
pop a chain.
a man's chain in the middle of a professional match. But you don't know Michael Crabtree. He would wear yet another chain, but this time, Crabtree had a plan. Instead of leaving his chain exposed, he would tape it down underneath his pads. Unfortunately for him, this did not deter Aqib Talib. And upon their next meeting, he snatched the chain once again. Aqib Talib 2? Michael Crabtree 0.
Yo, Crabtree needs to go to like a private jeweler and get a bloody padlock. That's, you know, like where you clip the chain in?
Yeah, literally.
Need a bloody padlock right
He needs
there.
to get embedded into his skin.
Or just, something.
Yeah.
What other sport would you meet another character like Marshawn Lynch? A man whose run literally caused a recorded earthquake. And the punctuation at the end of the run, as you can see, as Marshawn is crossing the end zone, he jumps up in the air and grabs his family jewels. If N'Golo Kante is the most lovable man in all of sports, Marshawn Lynch might be the realest. What you need to know about Mr. Lynch is he's from Oakland. And for you overseas people, Oakland don't fucking play. It's fucking rough. When he was growing up there, it was one of the most dangerous places in America. And Lynch is loyal to the place till he dies.
Oh, damn.
How loyal
Tatted
is this
up and
man to
everything.
Oakland? He ran onto the field to fight his own teammates and then got ejected from the game in order to protect a dude on the other team because that was his homeboy from Oakland.
Yo, we all need a friend like him. He beefed his own teammates for his... Oh my God.
For his friend.
For a guy
That's
from the
what you
same
call a
neighborhood.
friend.
Yo, sign me up. Where do I find a guy like this to back me up?
And then after he got ejected, he just took the train back home to Oakland with the fans. This man is so Oakland that in the final home
That's
game ever to be
wild.
played in Oakland Stadium, he was honored as the last person ever to light the ceremonial torch, remembering the late great owner of the Oakland Raiders, Al Davis. And then a little bit later, proceeded to attempt to light a blunt from said memorial torch. I have no
always
doubt
something.
that Al Davis would have
There's
wanted
always
it
something.
any other way. God bless Marshawn Lynch. Have I sold you on the circus yet? This is where only the freakiest of the freaks come out to play. Where else are you going to see a 6'4", 234-pound monster
He's
who
ripped
can
as hell.
legitimately keep up with Olympic caliber sprinters? This genetic Adonis is named DK Metcalf. For fans of the Premier League, imagine a dude bigger than Lukaku who's faster than Mbappe. Now put him on offense
crazy.
and watch him absolutely toy with anyone who has to guard him. Or mark him, as you guys say over there.
Yeah,
Oh
mark
yeah,
him.
you see this poor guy who's just like bouncing off him, just some scrub, right? No, that's just reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore. Oh, you were the Virgil van Dijk of last year? Here, guard Donkey Kong. Good luck. It really is just kaiju battling kaiju in this league. Mutants trying to murder, destroy, and humiliate each other on a weekly basis. It's a league where only the top 0.1% of athletes can survive. And amidst all the CTE being dished out, all the ACLs being snapped, there are certain special players who can create moments of grace.
Logan Paul's getting a lot of heat right now.
What?
Because he was doing a thing with Tom Brady, like an interview. And he was saying, basically, I think they're doing like a celebrity, like NFL game. I don't know if it's for charity or something, but anyway, Logan Paul was part of it. And he's like, yeah, I'm so excited, like, to be part of it. And basically, he was basically trying to say he's as athletic as these guys. And Tom Brady was like, bruh, like, you're in the WWE.
Logan
like,
Paul trying to say he's as athletic as
like, he'll be able to
is.
handle, like, top NFL guys. Because I think there's pro players playing as well.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady was like, WWE is cute, but you're not on this level. And then he got offended saying, nah, like, I am on that level. And it was just, like, but he was genuinely, like, back and forth with Tom Brady about it.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady, I think Logan Paul's, like, done a call out saying, any NFL player, like, try do some stuff in WWE or something. Some bullshit anyway. But yeah, so that's happening. So he's getting a lot of heat because of that.
And beauty.
WWE and
It's
NFL
this-
is very different though.
Yeah, but I'm just, as athletes.
I
forget, like, what
know,
it is, if it's
but they're very different.
You need to be athletic for WWE, but this kind of athletic, no.
No, NFL athleticism is
different.
very different to WWE athleticism.
Different caliber.
Yeah.
Would you say the NFL is a lot more athletic then, in that sense?
Well, it's different because obviously they have to be able to run. They have to be very fast. WWE just have to be strong. Just know how to do your stunts.
You need cardio in both. Because WWE
Not
you can
like in
get tired.
WWE though.
Yeah, because it's scripted. You just follow a script. You don't know
It's
what's
not
going
even
to happen
following
in
a
NFL.
script. It's just totally different.
And guys, for those who don't know, Fats is a qualified personal trainer, one of the highest qualified fitness instructors in London, and one of the most recognized in London. Just so you're aware. So when she's saying this stuff, actually,
No, bimbo, right?
Insanity. Any play can be these players' last. It's sad but true, and it doesn't get much more high stakes than when any hit could take years off of your life. The dedication, the skill, the talent, frankly, the insanity needed to survive, let alone thrive in the NFL, seems superhuman at times. Yeah, there's some spicy stuff to be had here. Like one, you're probably used to like 20 team leagues. How the do you choose a team from 32? And what the do all these lines mean? And what the hell is a 2nd and 8?
We
have
learned a little
fear,
bit
my friend,
from the
for
other
this
video.
is my favorite sports league in the world. Then I'm gonna break it down to you in relatable terms for y'all. Give you a lowdown on which teams you might want to follow this season. And by the end of this video, hopefully you'll be primed and ready to welcome in American football into your life. Welcome to a clueless non-American's guide to the NFL.
That was
so disclaimer, I'm
5-minute intro, but that was good.
Because not my main demo outside of
Yeah.
America. But I think anyone who's familiar with the Premier League will get this Spark Notes guide of the most popular sport in America.
Top
But all right,
gear.
let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's get it over with. Yes, they're both named football. And yes, you're right. It's dumb that we call it football, okay? I admit it. We rarely use our feet in the game. But back when the sport was becoming popular in America, feet were actually a more integral part of the sport. And we didn't know it was going to become a freaking multi-billion-dollar industry, okay?
Yeah.
We didn't know. And for whatever reason, your football never got popular here. And then when it did, we needed to call it something different. So our solution was we took a word that you guys came up with, the English came up with, soccer. And now you guys give us a whole bunch of shit about it that we do.
And NFL's coming to London, guys. Officially announced by the NFL. They are thinking of putting a team in London somewhere, or in the UK, probably London. That's going to be officially in the
That'd be
NFL
quite
league
interesting.
for UK fans.
Yeah.
We should go support that team
Yeah.
if that does happen and when that happens.
Yeah.
Aren't you? So I thought, since you guys, the British, gave us the word soccer, it's only apt that us Americans give you the alternative word for American football. And I've thought a lot about this, but I think you guys should call American football soccer 2. I'm sure it'll cause no issues at all.
It won't work.
Soccer too.
But for
Soccer
this
too.
video, to avoid confusion, I'm just going to refer to it as American football or NFL. All right? So let's get down to the basics real quick. How the fuck does this sport work? Like you probably know, score a touchdown, kick a field goal, good. But what the fuck is all this other shit in between?
Oh,
See,
wow.
just that, honestly, I still don't understand to this day. And I've been watching it since I was a toddler. But the NFL, they know their target demo are Americans. Americans who usually can't remember how to fill out their Chipotle order, let alone grasp a rule book this thick. So what do? They dumbed it down for us on TV. And you, as a complete noob, are a beneficiary of this. Because you don't gotta get hung up on all the lines and all the numbers on the field. Starting out, this is the key. All you need to know is when your team is on offense, can someone from your team get the ball to that imaginary yellow line? Be it running it or passing it, did you get close or pass to the yellow line? Then it's good. Now, when your team is on defense, did someone on your team keep the ball from getting to that yellow line? Then it's good. Now, each team gets 4 attempts to get the ball to the yellow line. And that's what the down and distance means. 2nd and 8 means it's their second attempt, and they need to get 8 yards to get to that yellow line.
That's what I was going to ask. I was watching the game. They kept saying something in 10 and this and that.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And I was like, what's that?
It makes sense.
But I didn't
now.
want to interrupt the video. That makes sense. A lot of sense.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I'm sure you know this fact, but I'm going to put it out there just in case.
Okay.
That yellow line, the players can't see it. That's for the viewers.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't know that? Okay. That's for the viewers.
I thought they can see it.
They can't see it because it always moves. So it's just for the viewers to know where the lines is. Because the players
Okay, I
know.
understand. Okay.
They just know, innit?
Yeah.
If they can get beyond that yellow line, then they get a new set of 4 attempts. And they do this usually chunking their way down the field, hopefully scoring a touchdown at the end, or at least getting enraged to kick a field goal. And that's kind of all you really
sense.
need to know to start out watching football. And yes, there are a bunch of other rules, but here's the other thing that you need to know about watching football is that after every play, you're going to see that same play in slow motion 3 times over from 3 different angles while
Why
team
not?
announcers break down in detail even the smallest nuances of everything that you have just seen. Their explanation of what happened on the last play will last longer than the play itself. So don't worry about learning the rules and the nuances.
Just
It
watch the
will be
replays.
force-shoveled down your throat. Remember, this is a sport made for Americans. They have to dumb it down and slow it down in order for us to actually understand it. And
Yeah.
if we can eventually get it, and we're as dumb as you guys claim we are, then you guys should pick it up instantly. Right? And in fact, just last year, they started a program with Nickelodeon in which their broadcast team will actually explain the basic rules and
Collaboration.
concepts in real time in simple enough terms that American children can understand. When they kick a
Oh.
field goal on
That's clever,
Nickelodeon,
though.
the field goal becomes a SpongeBob face.
That's very clever because that will get the youth into the sport early because they're
Yeah.
learning it in their language,
Yeah.
cartoons and
Yeah.
stuff. So good marketing strategy from NFL. Very good.
So if you can somehow get this broadcast and you still don't understand this, you are probably dumber than a 5-year-old American. God help you. All right, so you got the basic understanding. Can someone get to the yellow line? But who the fuck should I root for? And the thing is, all 32 teams are kind of
32
dope. Like
teams,
each
yeah.
one has a distinctive history, a backstory to the town that they represent. And unlike in soccer leagues, Americans have invented something never before seen in sports leagues in Europe: parity. As in, we try to actually even out our sports teams. So the NFL has installed systems that theoretically should allow for the shittier teams to actually improve, while a hard salary cap makes it so that all the powerful teams cannot keep all of their best players. Yes, there aren't any Real Madrids or Manchester Cities in the NFL. There are no oil money oligarchs coming in.
That's fair, because in football, you know, European football, if a super rich Arab oil money guy comes and buys a team, he can spend 10 billion on players. There's no cap.
Oh.
That's what happened to Man City.
Yeah.
They've got some Arab guy, bought the team, and Chelsea had the Russian guy, bought the team, multi-billionaires, and they just say, yeah, probably laundering money some way, and just buying bare players, and just basically made the most overpowered team, and there's nothing that can stop it.
Oh.
So that's actually pretty cool, because it actually gives everyone a chance, and it makes the league exciting to watch.
Yeah.
And just buying up and hoarding all the best players on just a couple of teams. So there is actually a chance that any team you pick from these 32 will occasionally be good in your lifetime. I know this might be foreign to anyone who supports Nottingham Forest, but yeah, that's true. But word to the wise, don't root for the Jets, Lions, or Browns. Yeah, remember how I said that the NFL has all these measures to help out the bad teams? They do this by having a draft in which the teams who had the worst records from the season prior get the first pick at all the best talents coming out of college. Imagine this. Instead of Norwich City being relegated, instead they were rewarded with signing Mbappe on a cheap contract for the next 4 years. That's insane, right? Like, that is an insane catch-up mechanic if you ever heard of it. Could you imagine how the Premier League would look if this was a structure? Now, also imagine, despite year after year, season after season, of being able to add the Haalands and Jadon Sanchos of the world, Norwich still came bottom of the league season after season. You would say, statistically, that's impossible. But be it through injuries, incompetent ownership, or just plain bad luck, the Jets, the Browns, and the Lions have been awful for pretty much as long as I can remember.
You are a factory of sadness!
They're sandbagging.
But to my point about parity, this season, the Browns seem too loaded with talent to fail, and the Jets might not be a complete embarrassment this year. So I guess what I'm saying is you should probably just avoid Detroit. Sorry, MMG. Okay, they're the one team that always plays a home game in London every year. And if you look...
I recognize the name. I think they had I don't know if a Jaguar played this year, but there was a game late last year or maybe beginning of this year. It was in London. A few of my friends went. I saw them posting it. Guys, what kind of fans does me and Fats look like? Do individual ones for me and individual ones for Fats. Yeah. What team would she support and what team would I support?
Better not give me the dead ass team, alright?
Based on that personality.
Better not give me the dead team, alright?
They played at least one game in London every year dating back to...
What?
And on top of that, their owner is also the owner of Fulham Football Club. Okay. And just tried to buy Wembley Stadium in 2018. Actions speak louder than words, bro, and there's just too much smoke here to ignore. Add on to this the fact that the NFL would like nothing more to expand into European markets.
Random interesting fact, I grew up 7 minutes drive, I'd say, without traffic, away from Wembley Stadium. I lived there before Wembley Stadium was built, and I saw the whole thing, how they upped the area, nice new flats, nice new this, nice new that, Wembley Stadium.
It's a very busy area
now. It is.
Like, his mum lives right next to the stadium, but it takes ages to get there because of all the traffic and everything. If
it's a game day, you'll get there in an hour, even though you're 7 minutes drive.
Yeah, and there's no parking.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm doing their job for them, aren't I? NFL, call me. But long story short, Jaguars are moving. Why does this kid who looks like Sunshine from Remember the Titans has every single NFL scout wetting their pants? Well, basically, when this kid was fresh out of high school, he had an undefeated college football season, in which in the national championship, he dissected the college football team equivalent of a prime Real Madrid squad. He didn't just beat them, he destroyed them as a baby. All this without batting an eye. Nothing ever phases him. He can make every throw. He's even got a bit of mobility. He is as close to a perfect quarterback prospect as you can get. Remember when Neymar first transferred over to Barcelona? That is the level of hype around this guy. And in fact, this year's draft was special because it had 5 rookie quarterbacks that have like an Mbappe or Haaland level potential to them. And all 5 of them have looked very, very promising.
Guys, this video is quite old, yeah? So how did these guys turn out that he's bigging up right now? Any of them, on the trajectory of being a world tier player, or are they trash? Let us know.
Preseason. So if full sunshine and the Jags aren't your flavor, then maybe one of these other 5 prodigies could be a fun follow this season. I'll probably make a follow-up video profiling them, but that is a video for another day. But as for the Jaguars as a team as a whole, Brits, I'm gonna keep real with you. You know, while this kid might be a Tom Brady in the making, I'm not so sure if your owner really values football over making headlines. Like, he hired a legendary college coach, but this coach has 0 NFL experience. And for their off-season promo, they got pro wrestlers to come into the coaching office to have a Royal Rumble. Yes, this is a professional American sports league. And yes, maybe I'll give him a little bit of a pass because Shahid Khan also owns AEW. It was cross-promotion. And to all you international wrestling fans, I guess you found your team. Yeah. But in football terms, really, they're probably a few years away from being good, which is perfect for you, because by the time...
Oh my God, Brent Cross. I used to go there every Friday. This is literally my ends.
What did you do there every Friday?
Shopping centre. There wasn't much to do in my area, so I'd just go, shop, window shop, because I was broke back then. I was young, I had no money. Maybe grab a little chicken sandwich or something from McDonald's.
Oh,
that was the day out, you know?
Yeah, good times.
And I do feel if you guys get a team in London, you're going to have a ginormous advantage with all the jet lag. You combo that with having Football Jesus as your quarterback, and you'll probably have a decent shot at beating almost any team in the league when they come. But if the Jaguars aren't your flavor, then to everyone else, my next bit of advice might sound a little bit crazy to you. But hear me out, okay? Just hear me out till the end. Even if you are completely new to the NFL, I think you should play fantasy NFL football this season.
My God.
I know.
Fantasy football is massive in the UK for our football, so I can imagine that being big if the NFL
does anyone play that?
Do you guys play that?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I know it's kind of stupid to say. Like, how the F do I play a fantasy sports league where I literally don't know any of the players? But that is kind of exactly why I think even noobs should play fantasy. Because simply, you don't need to know anything about the NFL to play American fantasy football. Because it is literally the easiest fantasy sport to play on the planet. Remember, it's designed for Americans. So they basically made it idiot-proof. Like, you as a complete noob, you know nothing about it, right? You literally don't even need to show up to the draft. And Yahoo or ESPN will auto-draft you probably a decent to good team. And here's the big secret to American fantasy football that diehards will never admit. American fantasy football is mostly just luck. Like, I've been playing fantasy football for 15 years. I'm a lifelong NFL fan. I've won my fair share of leagues, and I played in a league last year where a complete noob came in and drafted players based around the alphabet. No clue about the NFL. And he crushed me last season. And the reason how something like this could actually happen is because the other thing you need to understand about the NFL is that there's more change, more turnover from season to season than probably any other major sport in the world. Sure, some teams and players stay good, but really, they're more the exception. With the amount of injuries and all the rules to establish parity in the league, it's hard for the same teams and players to stay amazing year in and year out. Far more likely, teams and players usually go up and down in the NFL like crypto. So even you, a complete noob with an auto-drafted team, probably has a decent chance of winning it all. So my best advice to you as complete noob to the NFL is find a bunch of other complete noobs. Do it in the comment section down below. Hell, I will make a couple leagues where you can play against
just for jokes.
First come, first serve. It'll be pinned to the top. But for everyone else who I can't play with, try to find some homies. Make leagues from 6 to you know, up to 14. And even if you're watching this after the season's...
Guys, put in the comments if you guys have a fancy NFL football group, and if you want to invite me and Fats, we might join one just for jokes. Let me know in the comment section on YouTube and Twitch.
Even if it's like 3 to 4 weeks into the season. If they allow you to still draft, bro. And this is the crucial thing. Everyone you're in the league with who is of legal age, throw in a tenner. And whoever wins the whole thing, they win the pot. Why to do this? Well, check out my last video on
we do that in the UK.
And basically, a cheat code to learn to love a sport. Bet money on it.
You have to. You have to. You have to.
When money's on the line, this is how you act.
You have to take that sport. You have to.
I know. Who would have known? But make it an amount so that, you know, it's not going to hurt you if you lose, but you definitely want to win. But the bigger reason why I'm pitching fantasy football to a noob like you is because I think it eliminates the 2 biggest hurdles for non-Americans to get into the NFL. And that's 1, the fucking unholy, unrelenting barrage of commercials, and 2, understanding the complicated rules of the game. You remember all the like second and 8 and turnover and downs and rules in general? With fantasy, you don't gotta worry about any of that. Because Yahoo or ESPN or whatever platform you play on is going to take all the yardage, all the points, all the touchdowns. And they'll equate it out to an easy to read point total that will quantitatively tell you Derrick Henry is 25 points better than AJ Dillon. It will teach you who is good and who is trash really quickly. The commercials.
That makes sense.
They are nonstop and relentless. Like, I get it.
I heard about the commercials, but that's NFL's way of making money. Apparently, Super Bowl commercials are crazy, but imagine the advertisement space
Oh yeah.
of the Super Bowl. They charge... Guys, do you know how much they charge for advertisement space?
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely
And
crazy.
who wouldn't want to advertise their products on there either?
No,
Everybody watches.
Everyone in America's watching that. Everyone.
Yeah.
Y'all are spoiled, all right? With your 45-minute halves, your 90 minutes with only one break. It's just the best, right?
Funny.
Well, guess what? We saw your 45 minutes of uninterrupted football, and we're like, well, that's cute. But how about
7 hours of commercial-free football?
welcome to NFL Red Zone, the ultimate sports viewing experience for the ADHD generation. Every Sunday, now for 18 Sundays in a row, you get 7 hours, no commercials, of just whatever the best play is going on at that moment in real time. Now, this is by itself already a pretty dope viewing experience. And for everyone who hates commercials, just watch Red Zone. But imagine combining this viewing experience with having a fantasy team, polymerization card, and you got the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon of sports watching experiences. Because every Sunday when I see the dude on my fantasy team stiff arm another adult man into the Shadow Realm on his way to an 80-yard touchdown, all the while I'm screaming at my league mate over Discord to suck my dick. And as I see the fantasy points pile up on my stat tracker, and I giggle, I laugh at my opponent.
The only thing that's missing from that to make it perfect is having Twitter or X loaded up so you can like say whatever you want to say and cuss the other teams with no, limits and holdbacks, no censorship.
It's destruction. All is right with the world. All is right. And I cannot tell you how much of a welcomed oasis it's been every single Sunday, especially after this past hellscape of a year. But here's the drawback. It might be too addictive. Like, I am legit just crackhead zoned out for 7 hours. I forget to go to the bathroom. I forget to eat. My girlfriend leaves me. But for those 7.5 hours, I am free. I am commercial free. And by you being a complete noob, by having zero loyalties to any of these teams, playing fantasy football will naturally and organically will make you have a connection with certain players. But the key is you gotta have stakes to the league. And I know some of you guys are legally too young to bet. Wink. So if you can't do that, then you have to do the next best thing. You have to put someone in the league you personally hate. You know that dude. You know that one dude, Alex. I cannot lose to Alex. You gotta put that motherfucker in your league, man. And since y'all love relegation so damn much, you should also make it whoever comes in last place in the league, they have to do some type of humiliating forfeit. But you know, something fun. Like this dude came in last place and his league made him completely recreate the famous Sia video. And god damn it, if he isn't nailing it. Get it, big boy.
That's a bad forfeit. I would refuse. Like, that is crazy. He done it though.
Get it good. And if I'm honest with my sports fan self, the Red Zone channel, fantasy football, wombo combo, it's better. It's more enjoyable than actually watching even my beloved 49ers play. Yeah, call me a bad sports fan all you want, okay? But all I know is how I feel. And every year, when the fantasy season is over, I dearly miss it. Oh shit, it really is crack. I get withdrawals.
Straight on it.
Dear God. We made too addictive of a sports viewing experience. Good job, America.
That's why so much
so
money
you've been warned,
involved.
but if you would like to get into the crack cocaine of sports, if you get the Sky package for the NFL, Red Zone comes with it. And if you can't get Sky where you are, get a VPN, and now you can.
But we don't have Sky, but you can get access to Sky
or
easily.
have a crippling gambling addiction, you probably still want a team, a real team, to bandwagon. No shame, no shame. But this video is running way...
Bandwagon fan, just support the team that's first. We got called bandwagoners when we said we're going to support Warriors.
Well, you originally said
Mavs. Mavs.
Yeah, yours
I was disappointed when there was last in the table, and I said, "There's no way I'm doing my first season NBA to be absolute last." No way.
Too long, and the season has already started, so I just got to get this out. So I'll be releasing part 2 of this non-American's guide to the NFL in about a week or so.
okay, he's done a part 2.
Yeah.
So that video, I think that was a good video.
Yeah.
Guy was like,
I mean,
enjoyable.
he talked a lot.
Yeah.
About
the red zone.
Yeah.
Towards the end. And fancy football.
But yeah, I learned about the second 8 thing.
That was important.
Yeah.
Good video.
Yeah.
Really good, really fun.